Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge Save with Siena. We are looking at Vincenzo Deluigi's page today because he has just turned 18 and this is a big and. I've offered him a new contract which he's almost bound to accept. It'll put him on for another 2 years on his current deal, which means he'll have a 4.5-year deal with us, and that will definitely put us in a very strong position to keep hold of our young wonder kid, our third wonder kid to come through our academy as of this moment in time. We've also had a player that wanted to leave because Tottenham came in, and he's also a pretty good player. Tottenham Hotspurs came in for Claudio Polino, and I said no. He complained about it, said, well, why didn't you let me move? I said to him, okay, what do you want? He said more money. I said, yes, you can have more money. I'll put you a new offer right now. He got a new offer and he's here with 57 grand a week until 2050. And it will go up to 74,000 if he gets 5 international caps, which he might legitimately do since he's been talked about being called up for the Portugal squad. He hasn't got a cap for him yet, but if he gets called up, then honestly, he quite frankly deserves it because he's never actually been called up for the Portugal squad. He's played 201 times for us and has got 4 goals. He might legitimately be the first player to ever get to 500 appearances for us, and that for me is kind of exciting. But we've also had a few games since last met, since we're now in October, which is why I was waiting for so long to give Deluigi a contract offer, because before he turns 18, you could only give them a 3-year contract. When they turn 18, you can give them a 5-year contract. I hate that fact that works out that way, but honestly, it makes sense. Still, we've had quite a few games since last met. Since we beat Roma, let's talk about them. The first match we had was a 1-0 victory against Jura thanks to the penalty that was scored by Calandra. And yes, you can see him already. 12 minutes, we were down to 10 men. Inside just 12 minutes, we were down to just 10 men. Ayalu didn't even get an average rating because of how stupid his decision was. And honestly, I can see why he was sent off with that sort of tackle. For someone with so much international experience, 24 caps for his country, you'd expect him to think better than to do that. Thankfully, despite being down to 10 men for the entirety of the second half, and pretty much 80 plus minutes if you include extra time, injury time, we still managed to get a win because we defended our lives. I literally took off our striker and replaced him with a DM. So Viatina was kind of buggered in this game, but we still held on because we won a penalty and got the point. So, yay. Yeah, that's not ideal for him, is it? So our next match was a game against Inter Milan, who had gone without a win in the first 2 games. We took lead inside 25 minutes with John Bot scoring the opening goal. And then we gave away a penalty, Shang scored it, and the match finished 1-1. I complained about this penalty and subsequently got myself banned from touchline for the next match. So yeah, that was not fun. I was very annoyed with myself, and I was more annoyed with the fact I got banned because I thought it was not a penalty in the first place. But apparently it was a penalty. They made the right call. But for me, it just didn't look like a penalty in the match-changing thing, and I kind of got buggered for it. So yeah, Deluigi gave away a penalty. I took him off, and I got banned for touchline for the next match. That match in question was Bologna, and they scored the only goal of the game in the 47th minute of the match. Just 2 minutes in the second half, Traore scored. I hate him now. He keeps on scoring against me. And they also missed a penalty inside 61 minutes. And quite frankly, keeper's a god because he keeps saving penalties. I don't know why he keeps saving penalties, but I'm not complaining because Sabo will be wondering how on earth he's missed that. But yes, being banned from touchline, I can still give instructions, like player instructions, and change them, but it's very weird to be in a situation where you can give player instructions but you can't do much else. I also got myself stuck in a tactical screen in this match and couldn't get out of it, so I was kind of weird. It's weird because you can also see your avatar on the touchline still, but you're technically banned, so you can't make the substitutions themselves. You can't start the choosing lineup. I chose a starting lineup, and my assistant just went above my head and chose a different one instead, so very disappointed with that. And I think it's the reason why we lost. So, yeah, 1-0 defeat to Bologna. The next match we had was a 1-0 defeat to Napoli. And given what they've done this year, and also terrible defending, but that's a good finish from Chavin. Terrible defending to let this happen in the first place, but given what they've been doing this year, I was not surprised we lost this game. In fact, I was kind of expecting it. I just wasn't expecting to be through that kind of finish, and for the defense to just suddenly just let him in. So 1-0 to Napoli in this game. 2 defeats on the bounce for us. Not great. The next match we had was away from home against Spal, and they scored from this free kick, and I don't know why they couldn't keep it out. But quite frankly, disappointing we lost a third straight game by a goal to nil, and given that we're still very early in the season, this was not good because the relegation zone started to feel like it was getting closer and closer to dragging us down, and we won our first 2 games of the league campaign. 7 points in the first 3 games, and now all of a sudden, 3 defeats in a row, we're looking like we could be dragged into the relegation fight, and that's kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. Thankfully, the international break happened, and I decided to tinker my roles a little bit, and we were rewarded quite early on against Pescara in the 28th minute of the game when Iferet scored that goal. So very good stuff for us. And then Deluigi finds Viatina. He plays it across, finds it on a bot, and yeah, they're all playing at the same time. Viatina on the right, a bot on the left, and Iferet in the middle. We then make it 3 just before halftime, and Iferet again. That's the perfect finish in off the post. He just does such a good job of that finish. It was perfect. They didn't have a single shot on target too, and given what we've been doing and how we've been down and how we've been poor before this game, this was the perfect response. It also meant that Iferet, in his 3 games, 2 from the bench and 1 start, had got 4 goals and had got a goal in every 31 minutes. What a ridiculous record that is. The last game we had was away from home against Calgary, and we took the lead inside 2 minutes. Deluigi finds John Abbott. John Abbott has found his shooting boots this season, which is very nice indeed. They do get an equaliser, unfortunately for us, in the 9th minute of the game. Yes, we didn't last very long with our clean sheet, and honestly, how Mendes is unmarked and free, I don't know. But we did hit the lead back in the 25th minute of the game. Defensively, one of the worst mix-ups I've ever seen, but John Abbott scores his second, Iferet with the assist. Good stuff. And then we win a penalty. Abbott won the penalty himself, and he scores the penalty in off the post. The best penalty I've seen this season. The worst part is we had just 5 shots, all of them on target. They had 9 shots, 4 on target, and we still win by 3-1. So I wonder if we deserve this victory, but I didn't care at the time because another win, 2 in a bounce, 4 wins this season now is really good. What this means for us now is that we are in 8th place, having played a game less than Benevento and about to take on Fiorentina, our fierce rivals, who have won 4 of their last 5 matches, and they had the difficult starts. Not as difficult as Roma's though. Roma are bottom with just 1 point, and are 5 points from safety, which could be worse if Milan win their game in hand against Sampdoria. So we have a chance to go up to 7th place, and there's a possibility, an actual strong possibility, that AC Milan and Roma are going to be in a relegation fight after very early on stages, 9 games in. I've never seen Roma struggle this much this year, and legitimately, I honestly am starting to believe Roma could be relegated just a year after they got European football. And I don't know how to feel about it because they literally stole 6th place from us on the last day of the season. Fiorentina got 7th. Fiorentina are doing well. We were in 8th place when we finished last year, but Roma down in 20th place? What on earth are they doing? Milan in 17th as well though, so I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. Napoli, 9 wins out of 9. And now you wonder why I'm not surprised by their form. They've been ridiculously good at the beginning of the year. Atalanta are finally kicking themselves after what they did last year, and they're back up in the Champions League places, so again, I'm not surprised by that. But a win today could take us to within a point of Fiorentina, and 2 points clear of Benevento, the surprise team that's currently in 7th place, who are newly promoted. So, Benevento look like a decent team, it feels like. Roma, the 11th best team in the Europa League, currently in bottom of the table. What are they doing? Still, Fiorentina rates us, and we are going to hope for the absolute best. I've changed the striker role from a complete forward to a pressing forward, and for some reason it just works. I don't know why, but it did. I've also sent a few more players out on loan, and we've only got 23 players in the main squad. I can rely on some under-20s and under-21 players if I really needed to, but I'm not going to just rely on that because I think it's a silly decision if I did. But the 4-3-3 formation is working. I just had to tinker a few things every now and again, like a few roles. The fullbacks are the wingbacks now, and the strikers are pressing forward. That's literally what I've changed, as well as Mazzala being a Mazzala instead of a deep line playmaker that has been in the past. But still, We're going to take on Fiorentina, who we've not done so well against in the last 5 matches. We've lost 4 times in the last 5 against them. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. So, yeah. Hopefully we can do better than this. Please. Oh, it's actually the last 7 we failed to beat them, so not great. Not great at all. We've got the free kick, it feels like, and Polino on the ball. And it's now Francesco Dai. The brunette out wide to Ishan, who is playing today. Ball forward to a bot. Finds Dai. And Calandra on the ball now. Finds Dai. What can he do in this situation? Plays it out wide to Viatina, who doesn't get there first. Sanchez does. It's the first I've really tried this tinkered formation against a big team. And Silvestroni does it again. I hate his guts. Between Silvestroni and Bertolino, they keep scoring against me, and I wish that was a joke, but it's not. Both of them are so annoying. 4 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. Fiorentina just have our number, and I hate that's the case. I really do. Okay, so Ifrat takes the corner. I just realized... Oh, it's a goal! Ayalu! I think this is his first ever goal. I never realized that Ifrat could take a corner, but a goal for him, and it's literally his first ever goal. Perfect stuff. We needed this goal, and we're back on level terms. 1-1. Keeper should surely do better, surely. Another corner. This time Calandra takes it, and it's been headed away. But here is Viatina, who could be a danger. What could he do? Plays it across. Die! Oh, not far away. Another throw. Deluigi is not the best of games so far, unfortunately for me. And Viatina heads the ball in, but nothing's done. Ayalu gets there first. Good. We're covering our lines. Calandra, Deluigi. It feels like we're actually doing stuff now. And also, because of what we're done with the instructions, it feels like we've actually covered a hole we should have done before. But Calandra, a bot. Ifrad, a bot. Looking for his 7th of the season. He's got his 7th of the season. Perfect. He's actually now ahead of Malpelli, which is great. He's now the 4th top goal scorer. Ahead of Rokas as well. But his 7th of the season. I can't remember the last time a bot's had this good of a start to a league campaign. But really good football. And Ifrad playing that pressing forward is working wonders. 2-1 at half time, and yeah, that chance they had was just really good. And the fact we've come from behind to take the lead here is good. It's really promising. Let's keep this up, please. I am actually going to tell the two of them that I'm disappointed with their performances so far. If they get upset, then they get upset. But what I literally have changed, and it's all I've done, is I've changed the opposition instructions to be pressing and to add the weaker foot thing. And it seems like it's worked wonders. I should have done it at the beginning. I forgot to. But whatever has happened, and it seems like it's working now. And I'm hopeful this means we can keep going with this. But yeah, 2-1 at half time. Let's see what we can do. Got a chance from this throw. Ever since I've made that change to the opposition instructions, it feels like we've actually gone better. Viatina have a chance. He's put it wide. Could have been free. Who knew that opposition instructions could make such a difference? Thanks, Siena, for the tip. We've got a chance. Polino on the ball. I'm actually going to make a quick tinker with this to ease the tacklings, because I don't want to get sent off again. Margiot on the ball. Good ball. Was almost a good ball, but Laporte gets the first. Jaffa gives the ball away to Brunette. Here's Dai. And here's Corella, who's on as a left back. He can play there. So, oh, good ball to Iferat. Oh, he should have scored. He should have scored. He's got 2 assists. That would have just rounded off the performance. It really would have done. Hopefully, this corner can lead to something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it doesn't look like it's going to. Unless they score from a counter-attack, which would be very disappointing. No. They got a throw, though. And Sanchez, I don't want to give up a first win in a long time. Lenzi gets the ball away. And now, Mauricio. Oh, what a good move from Calandra to get that back. And now Shaw, their counter-attack. Play it in the middle. There's someone, look at John Bot. Or win a penalty, which you can take yourself. I don't care what happens. If we get a penalty now, I'll be so happy. Give me the penalty, please. I am begging you for this penalty. And it's been given. We've actually got it this time. And Daniel Calandra looking for another penalty. 2nd of the season it would be if he scores it. And his 28th league goal for the club. Can he score it? Yes, he can. 3-1. We're looking strong. And 3-1 now against Fiorentina, a team I legitimately have struggled against in the past. Opposition instructions, I've realised now, are so vital for victory. Especially when you're playing against one striker up front. We've done that, it's worked, and we're winning 3-1. So for the first time in 18 encounters, we have beaten Fiorentina, and this, I think, is great. We just made a tinker with the opposition instructions, and for some reason, we just came alive, and I don't know why. unless they're just that powerful. But either way, 3-1 against Fiorentina. Our first straight victory with the striker role being changed. Oh, I tell you what, hearing that for me is just really good. I'm actually going to... No, I'm not going to talk to the players. I'll just find them afterwards. But still, 3-1. I can't remember the last time I actually done this well against Fiorentina. I really can't. But yes, as things stand, we're in 7th place. And I genuinely think we can get Europe this year. Sampdoria versus Milan. We are 10 points clear of the relegation zone already. After at one point looking like we're going to struggle. 3 wins and a bounce. It just helps us get away from the relegation zone, really. That's the important part. And hopefully, Deluigi will sign his contract. I hope we can get that sorted out soon. Because he's wanted by Lazio, and I don't want to let him go. He's got a release fee, unfortunately for us. If we could, I can't check it, but he's got a release fee, which will see him have a 71 million release fee to Champions League clubs. I don't think anyone would pay that for a 17-year-old, but I've been proven wrong in the past. Still, we're going to see if he actually signs a contract or not, because if he does, it'd be good. Sampdoria just beat Milan. Milan are actually in a relegation fight for 9 games. Who would have thought that would be the case? Milan and Roma in the bottom 4 with just 7 points between them after 9 matches. Terrible start for both of them. Ladies and gentlemen, he has signed a new deal which will keep him at the club until 2050. He's got a 71 million release fee for clubs in the Champions League. He will be with us for a long time. He's a star player because, quite frankly, he's a star for the club. So yes, happy he's staying with us for another 4 years at least. And hopefully it'll tell the other clubs to bugger off. He's never signing for them. I mean, now Napoli's interested. I would hate it if we lose him now, but he's on 30 grand a week. Quite frankly, that's that's less than us expecting to keep him. So, Deluigi is with us for the long run. Let's hope that's actually the case and we don't lose him for any small fee, right? Right? Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys will like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. Really does help me a lot. Also, leave a comment down below. Do you think that deal was a good one? Even if we got a 71 million release fee. I think that's a good deal personally myself, but I want to hear your opinions on the matter as well, because you never know what's going to happen. And if we do lose him for that sort of money, then at least we've got 71 million, right? But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.